As the new Women's Intercontinental Champion, and the first superstar who actually won it, I'll be sure to do you proud, Mandy.
I'm sure you will.
Not so fast, ladies. What makes you think you're the Intercontinental Champion?
I must have hit you harder out there than I thought. The match I just won, for starters.
Oh, you won the match. But I guess you didn't read the fine print in the contract you signed before the match. It's an Intercontinental Championship, you dummy. Which means that, just like the contract says, you have to beat 3 international superstars before beating me. Sorry, but I don't make the rules.
What are you talking about? You made up this title in the first place, so you definitely made the rules. Mandy, tell her I'm champion.
I actually have to side with Bailey on this one. She may have made this title up, but I made it official. And it was in the contract you signed. Superstars actually have to start reading those.
To be fair, she probably doesn't even know how to read.
Do you want me to read or fight?
Is it so hard to do both? Geez, just beat 3 international superstars and then we'll talk. I'll make sure you get your opportunity with Bailey. And don't sass your GM.
Yeah, and work on your reading skills.
One of the best competitors in the women's division.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, from Raleigh, North Carolina, Babyface.
The workouts the former MMA cage fighter went through to prepare for the WWE Performance Center were insane. And then Shawn Michaels and Beth Phoenix took that foundation and made her a multi-disciplined fighting machine.
This femme fatale looks like a true force to be reckoned with. She has been counting the weeks, the days, the minutes until this match, and she is now ready to compete.
Well, she's scary, all right. The Queen of the Scots.
And the best high flyer in the women's division.
Oh, some will say that.
And from Glasgow, Scotland, Kaylee Ray.
I cannot believe that this woman was actually NXT UK Women's Champion for 649 days. That's ridiculous.
Oh, you better believe it, Michael. In fact, Kaylee Ray has referred to herself as the, quote, forever champion.
That's pretty incredible.
It is incredible.
Well, forever could all come to a screeching halt tonight.
Extremely arrogant and very disrespectful. I saw how this woman was talking to you, Byron.
Well, thanks for standing up for me, Michael.
No, I actually liked it.
There's a reason she's one of NXT UK's most successful competitors.
Things have taken a litigious turn here on Monday Night Raw after Bayley cited a legal loophole to retain her Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Loophole? Contracts are king, Cole. The rules are the rules. Bailey's just enforcing them.
Oh, how noble of her. Even after beating Bailey, Kaylee Ray's opponent must now beat 3 international superstars to earn another opportunity at Bailey's title. And that quest right now.
That turnbuckle's the only thing keeping her upright.
On the second rope. Oh, here we go. The Women's Intercontinental Champion Bayley just had to get involved.
It looks like Bayley might be toying with her potential challenger yet again. That holds back Kaylee's attack.
What a knockout punch!
Oh, man.
Face first with a waistlock takedown. To the midsection. Into the cover.
And a kick out. She still has enough energy for a simple kick out. She's looking highly motivated, getting hyped up.
She's taking some big hits here. Step up Enziguri. Oh, what a wind-up.
Brutal knee right to the face.
That's one way to create space.
What's Ray forming here?
She scores big with the counter.
Setting it up. Boom!
And Kaylee fends her off.
And another counter.
Driving the knee right to the ribs.
And finds a counter.
Able to get out of the way.
Superman punch! Oh, God, in the spine.
That'll make your legs go numb.
Ray has lost any momentum here.
Kaylee's on the run.
Uh-oh. Batten down the hatches. Thunderous!
This spells trouble for Ray.
There's two!
And that's all she wrote.
Here is your winner, Babyface.
No other way to put it, guys. That was kind of a butt-kicking.
That's why they call it light work, Cole. Barely even broke a sweat. Gentlemen, I think she's about to start a fight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, from Raleigh, North Carolina, Babyface.
From the cage of MMA to the Performance Center, she always adds tools to her arsenal. This hybrid offense optimized for WWE makes her a legit badass.
Her extensive mixed martial arts background has certainly gotten the attention of the WWE Women's roster.
She knows she deserves to be atop this division, and a win tonight will go a long way towards that.
And here comes Natalya.
And from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Natalya!
Carrying on the legacy of the legendary Hart family in sports entertainment, Natalya always ready to handle things inside the ring. She mastered the sharpshooter in the Hart dungeon, and she's looking to unleash it tonight.
Natalya's got tremendous power and aggression.
And as this match gets started, we're looking at an unflinching superstar ready to throw down.
True words spoken. She's been itching to get this fight started for quite some time now, but it'll be interesting to see if she's bitten off more than she could chew.
I believe she's come into this match with the exact attitude needed for the challenge.
Then you have someone like Natalya, who always has large shoes to fill, coming from the ring.
And here's Bayley to seemingly get a closer look at her potential Intercontinental Champion challenger.
A closer look, or is Bayley doing anything she can to avoid facing her?
From behind, oh boy,
Shoulders down.
for the win! She just shocked everyone in the ring.
Oh, man.
Up and down, what a gourd buster.
And the boat struggling a bit to stay afloat there.
Foot, meet face.
Timely counter by Natalya.
She anticipated that one.
Kick to the face. Momentum is clearly against Natalya now.
I don't know if Natalya can withstand this.
Oh, man. Kick to the face.
Sweet rolling savate kick.
Slingshot forearm.
Man, oh, man.
That's playing fast and loose with your own body.
That is weaponizing your body. That's what that was.
Sit straight into the barricade.
Natalya finding the breathing room she needed now.
Natty was getting grinded down, but just created a chance to change things.
She'll take things into the ring.
Look at this. Boom. Nice.
Sharp clothesline.
Oh, quite an effective counter.
Go behind. 9. There's a supreme woman in our midst. Show some respect, WWE Universe.
Right to the spine.
Oof, that can knock you out. All the way up. Still up. Squatting too, my gosh. Wow. Shoulders down. Could she finally put this away?
Shoulder up right away.
Still in it.
What a gutsy performance. Opponent's all wrapped up in...
Cobra clutch into the fireman's carry takeover.
Giving the people a chance to take in her undeniable greatness. Oh, God. Ouch. Caught her. Oh, right to the jaw. Oh, what a kick to the face. Oh, my God. Producing a trampling.
Good sidestep by Natalya.
She's forced onto the defensive now.
Butterfly suplex. What a suplex.
Gotta find a way to get out of this.
Right across the larynx.
Byron, she has no idea where she is right now.
And I assure you, the top of that turnbuckle is not where you want to be when you're in this kind of condition. There's the sling blade. Basement drop kick.
Can that finish Natalya?
Shoulders down. 1, 2.
She kicks out. I don't believe it.
Within inches of victory, only to have it snatched away.
This match just keeps getting more and more exciting.
The best shot was thrown, but it couldn't get this match away.
Beautiful armor applied. So accurate.
Uh-oh, no, don't do this, don't do this.
Ah, stop to the belly.
Oh, what's coming here? Submission move being applied.
Got the crossface applied.
I'm not sure there's anything she can do here. She is trapped and in danger.
She had no choice but that.
And you can put this singles match in the books.
Here is your winner, Babyface.
Putting the locker room on notice with a win like that.
I'll hang my hat on a win of that caliber any day of the week. This is one to be proud of. This woman is ready to fight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, from Raleigh, North Carolina, Babyface.
This woman was not taken lightly during her MMA career. As a fighter, her strikes and grapples were top level, and she was accomplished in the area of submissions.
WWE represents an opportunity for her to stay in the fight game while developing new skills as an in-ring competitor.
She's been training for this match for quite a while, and she plans on making a statement here tonight.
Welcome the Empress of Tomorrow.
And from Osaka, Japan,
Asuka marches to her own drum in life and in the ring.
A lethal striker. By the time her opponent knows what hit him, it's too late.
You know, I really missed Asuka. You guys get it? Missed?
I think I might vomit green liquid after that joke, Saxton.
Do you guys have any expectations for this superstar as this match gets underway?
Yeah, I expect to see a side of her that we've only seen glimpses of. I'm talking about her mean streak really coming to the forefront.
She certainly has that malicious side of her, and it could be extremely beneficial to let it out here.
And with Asuka, besides that quick, hard-hitting offense, you never quite know what to expect from her.
Come on, Saxton. Asuka's opponents know exactly what to expect. They just tend to forget it all once they're staring into the eyes of their impending doom.
Seriously? Bayley's out here again?
Yeah, because her potential challenger is on the verge of earning a rematch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Bayley's desperate to prevent that from happening. Oh, nice backslide. Pinning combination. Raising the arm before one.
Anyone who thought this be over quick has another thing coming. Uh-oh. Here we go. F10 facebuster.
Oh, meet the backside of an elbow.
Mounted palm strikes.
Rocked with the point of the elbow. Strike after strike after strike to the body.
Oh, man.
Anything Asuka is trying is being suppressed.
This has to be a bit demoralizing for the Empress.
Asuka looks to capitalize after the reversal. Power from the suplex.
Oh, forget about pandering to the WWE Universe. That should keep her head in the game.
Counter. And now there's an opening. Oh, stomp to the belly. Ooh, look at her answering back.
Snapmare takedown.
Oh, roundhouse kick. Countered it just in time. Oh, look at this arm wrench. Oh, lariat right to the face. Oh, look at the kicks. Leg sweep takedown.
And Asuka moves.
Step up enziguri. Asuka is looking beaten down, guys.
And this is, well, it's not looking good.
Made her pay for her mistake.
Series of reversals.
Right hand.
Uh-oh. Batten down the hatches.
Thunderous.
Asuka's got a problem here.
And this one is over.
here is your winner, Babyface.
Chris, also perhaps the perfect match. Never any doubt in this win.
As always, Cole, you're more polite than I am, so I'll just say what we're all thinking. This was as one-sided as it gets.
You're full of it, Bailey. But I did what your so-called contract asks. 3 international superstars defeated. Shall I ask Mandy to set the title match, or would you like to do the honors?
As much as I hate to admit it, I am impressed. Congratulations. You know, I've said it from the start, this Intercontinental Championship is a very prestigious title. After all, I hold it. But you've done the work, so I'll talk to Mandy.
Wait, so you're really not gonna try to weasel out of this?
What kind of champion do you think I am? After all, you fulfilled the requirements of the contract exactly, and you know how much I respect official championship contract law.
Right.
Oh, but speaking of, there is one thing I forgot to mention. Since it is an international title, you know how when you apply for your passport or a visa, there's a waiting period before you get it? Yeah, the title contract actually also specifies a lengthy waiting period before we can set up the match you qualified for.
You're kidding me. No, you're probably actually serious, aren't you?
Don't worry, it'll go by fast. I mean, by the time the waiting period is over, I'll have probably broken the record as the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion ever, male or female. But to you, it will seem like the blink of the eye. I mean, heck, I guess there's a chance that you might not even be in WWE by then. So I don't know. Feel free to send me a card or something, or congratulate me on social media since you'll be retired. Hashtag longest reigning IC champion sounds good. Thanks. Can't wait to hear from you then. Toodles!
Our women's Intercontinental Champion, Bailey, is apparently throwing herself some sort of celebration.
The WWE Universe is not enthused.
Today is a day that will surely be mentioned in all the effusive speeches when I, Bailey, am inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, because in just a few short moments, down to the exact minute when I first won this little beauty here, I will become the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion, not for the women, not for the men, but for all of WWE for all time. You idiots said I couldn't do it, but you know who never doubted me? Me! So let's join in and count down to the moment of my glory. It's only 20 minutes to go.
You gotta be kidding me.
I'm gonna be back in about 19 minutes.
1959, 1958, 1957, 1956, 1955, 1954. Come on, I can't hear you. 1950, 1949, 1948, 1947.
Yes!
Thank you.
I don't think I could have made it through that.
No one could.
It is a momentous day, but not because you're going to break any records. Guess whose waiting period just ended? And that's fitting, because tonight is going to be a night of endings. Your Intercontinental title reign is ending, too. Right here, right now.
We're going to have a Women's Intercontinental Championship match coming up next.
Finally, after jumping through countless hoops and waiting over a year, this could be the night that she takes Bayley's title.
If it means not having to sit through one of these celebrations, I'm all for it.
What an unbelievable turn of events. Bayley was mere seconds away from becoming the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion in WWE history until her former rival hit the ring. Quickly into the cover with the title on the line.
This one's far from over.
She's trying to make it an early night.
Oh, right across the solar plexus.
German suplex.
Oh, what a boot. Oh, stomping away.
Reversal. Can she capitalize?
Another reversal.
Eye for an eye here.
Snapmare takeover.
Oh, and back to the elbow. Neckbreaker.
An elusive Bayley there.
Pinpointing the leg.
Punishing the leg.
Definitely not where you want to be right now. Just carried like a rag doll here.
She is not amused in the slightest.
Leg lariat with the arm wrench. Very nice.
Back elbow.
Did you see that? Bayley is in control here.
Oh, right to the side of the face.
Step up enziguri.
Shoulder clothesline. First one missed. Second one didn't. Effective. Oh, man. Elbow on the spot.
Look at that counter from Bayley. Arm breaker. Covered by the champ. An early kick out for the challenger.
This isn't even close to over.
Nice takedown.
Counters that. Superman punch.
Back elbow smash. Nothing fancy.
Neckbreaker. Ouch.
Ooh, jarring back elbow.
Stops the kick.
Sequence of reversals there. Big boot.
Oh, point of the elbow finds the mark.
Bayley's got it hooked. Pin attempt for the championship. She doesn't even get a count of one.
Right now, I just don't know what it's going to take.
Oh, look at this arm wrench. Look out. She's fighting back. And Bayley never saw that coming. she knows that now.
Bayley avoids the assault. Bayley in total control.
Step up Enziguri. Look at this.
So much damage inflicted.
The champ in a worst-case scenario.
She is barely standing at this point.
That won't separate your shoulder. That'll divorce it. Tag. Punch. Bayley's on the edge of defeat. Can she respond? Uh-oh. Batten down the hatches.
Thunderous.
The title's in jeopardy here.
I think the paradigm has shifted. I knew it would take more than that to put the champ away.
But just how much more is needed? The end could still be right around the corner.
Can't put this one away even after that big maneuver.
Slowly getting up, but she won't like what she's met with. Uh-oh. Batten down the hatches.
Oh my goodness. Gonna see a new champ.
That's gotta be it. 2.
It's over. The reign is over.
Here is your winner and the new Women's Intercontinental Champion, Babyface.
What a turn of events.
One reign ends and another begins.
Honestly, Michael, there is no way I can think to describe this other than absolute goosebumps.
Then imagine how the new champ must feel, Byron.
Can you believe the nerve? The audacity? I mean, what was Mandy Rose even thinking?
Yes? No? I don't know, Charlotte. What are we talking about here?
I'm surprised you haven't heard. I was talking to Mandy about properly enshrining my excellence here on Raw by crowning me officially as Queen of the Ring. It has a nice ring to it, right? I mean, a simple, understandable request. Mandy, however, got the twisted idea to turn my birthright into a Queen of the Ring tournament for the right to face me. She claimed it's an attempt to generate TV ratings and boost brand awareness. But I know Mandy has it out for me.
I don't know. Seems like a pretty understandable move for a general manager to make.
It's ludicrous. I mean, who's even going to enter this tournament and challenge me for the title of Queen of the Ring?
You know, Charlotte? I think I'm gonna go talk to Mandy right now.
If she won't listen to me, I'm not sure you can talk any sense into her.
Talk some sense? Oh no, I'm gonna make sure that I have a spot in that tournament. Because you're right about one thing, Charlotte. Queen of the Ring does have a nice ring to it. For me.
You're going to regret this.
Here comes a true superstar.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, from Raleigh, North Carolina, Babyface.
This fighter showed such perseverance during her MMA career. After some minor injuries healed, she decided to challenge herself in a new way, and that was by entering a WWE ring.
Training at the PC with Shawn Michaels and Beth Phoenix helped her combine the best of her MMA background with new weapons designed for WWE's competitive landscape.
She's ready to go to work.
Here comes the War Goddess, the Zena.
And from Dallas, Texas, Ember Moon.
A woman who reinvented herself with her return to NXT and found a compelling ally in Shotzi Blackheart, winning the women's tag team titles. Ember Moon, always game, always ready, always focused. The first competitor to ever win both the women's title and women's tag team titles in NXT. Something tells me Ember's Law is about to be served tonight.
Welcome to the opening round of the first ever Queen of the Ring tournament.
The Golden Goddess has outdone herself in this tournament, Cole, and this is the perfect match to kick off such a historic moment.
It's a night of exciting first for sure, and Ember Moon and her opponent are both looking to make their first step towards the throne here tonight. The eventual winner will go on to face Charlotte to officially crown the Queen of the Ring.
Oh, look at this. Ripcord lariat.
Turned inside out.
Oh, what a kick. Beautiful arm wringer applied. By a lariat right to the face.
Stomping. Ouch. Moon sidesteps that. Dominating crossbody.
Turns that back on Ember.
Snapmare takeover.
She heads into the ring. Oh, perfect kick. Oh, back elbow. She adjusts it and reverses it.
And proving a bit slippery for him there.
Oh, jarring back elbow.
Nice cross body.
She's got it. Got her shoulders down. And kicks out before the ref's count.
Late in the match, but somehow has the incomparable power to kick out before the 1 count.
Very impressive array of strikes.
Lunar combo. Breaker. Things taking a turn for her now.
Double underhook applied.
Butterfly suplex.
What's Ember thinking?
Oh, look at the camel clutch.
Incredible torque. Ember Moon about to end this fight.
This is excruciating.
Well, she is desperate to get out of this submission some way, somehow, and she does.
Miraculous.
Vicious knees and kicks back here. My goodness. Oh!
Uh-oh. Batten down the hatches.
Thunderous.
Is that enough to take out Ember? 2.
No, she kicks out. She kicks out.
Just when you think it's the end, she stays alive.
What amazing resilience. Is this the start of a comeback?
That was a great opportunity to put this one away, but it slipped right through her fingers.
What are we going to see here? Makes it incredibly difficult to walk.
Ember with some agility.
Neck breaker.
Going for the ride.
The follow-away slam. We got a cover. And she thwarts the pin attempt in one.
Shows that this is still anybody's match at this point.
Firm control. Oh, catches a kick to the face.
And Ember Moon is fading fast here, guys.
Truly fighting to the last breath, but we might be coming up on that soon.
Relentless. Did you see that?
Now there's an arm breaker. Right to the spine.
Great awareness as she proved to be too quick.
Step up Enziguri.
Flattened with a downward spiral. Scratching and clawing. This could be it.
A very strong showing in this women's division victory.
A win like this always makes me happy. I kind of want to hop in there and celebrate with them.
Oh, yeah, I like her a lot.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, from Raleigh, North Carolina, Babyface.
This mixed martial artist was known for being tough as nails inside the MMA cage and continues to impress inside the ring.
Power is there, the striking and grappling are there. If you're across the ring from her, you're looking at a serious threat to the well-being of your career.
A competitor who is always laser focused on the competition. I expect big things from her tonight.
From dungeon to diva to an all-time great.
And from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Natalya!
Well, Natalya represents a dynasty of sports entertainment.
She mastered the sharpshooter in the Heart Dungeon, and she's looking to unleash it tonight.
Natalya's got tremendous power and aggression.
Onward we march in the Queen of the Ring tournament here on Monday Night Raw. The second round begins now.
Natalya faces off here against a superstar looking to build on a big first-round victory against Ember Moon.
We know Charlotte Flair has been keeping a close eye on these matches, and I have no doubt Charlotte's watching right now as both these women inch closer to her crown.
Oh, back elbow.
Unpacks a well-placed punch.
She's feeling the hurt here.
My goodness, look at this. Turn out the lights.
Natalya turns the tables.
Ooh, forearm connects. Ooh, treading all over their opponent.
Beautiful arm wringer applied. Look out! Back elbow smash, nothing fancy.
Hard right hand, what are we gonna see here? Uh-oh! Spiking DDT! Oh, man, a little extra luster behind that kick.
Bullseye!
Was mounted with punches and not. Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
Natalya failing to offer any resistance here.
I don't know if Natalya can withstand this.
shoulders down.
Calls the pin off with a rope break.
First one missed, second one didn't.
Effective.
Uh-oh. Batten down the hatches.
Thunderous! Natalya wasn't ready. Now it could be
An emphatic victory.
Here is your winner, Babyface.
This was as dominant a win as I've ever seen, guys.
never a doubt, barely a moment's suspense. This one was about as lopsided as they come.
You know, as much as it pains me to admit, you've been doing an adequate job in this sham of a tournament. Still, nothing that's on the level of a real queen, of course, but passable.
I wonder if you'll feel the same way when I win the finals and we end up facing each other for the crown. I wouldn't underestimate me.
I'll estimate you exactly as it pleases me, thank you very much. But I'll also be watching you in the finals. I'll be watching you very closely. You don't step to the queen without consequence.
She's in a fighting mood tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Raleigh, North Carolina, Babyface.
She had a solid run in MMA, but hit a rough patch as athletes sometimes do. Her desire to compete led her to the WWE Performance Center, and she hasn't looked back.
There is no doubt her competitive fire has been reignited. She's looking to finish a few more fights, and tonight is an opportunity to do just that. She knows tonight is going to be a big challenge, but if anyone is up for it, it's this woman. Here comes the EST of WWE.
And from Knoxville, Tennessee, Bianca Belair.
Winner of the 2021 Royal Rumble.
Don't worry, Saxton. You're the EST of the announce team. The first four letters are D-U-M-B, however.
That's not funny at all, Corey.
Nothing funny about Bianca Belair from bell to bell. A SmackDown Women's Champion who main evented WrestleMania.
I believe that Bianca Belair is both the present and the future of the women's division.
No argument from me.
There are many more titles and many more main events in the future of the EST. As this match gets underway, only 2 women remain in the first ever Queen of the Ring tournament.
That's right, Byron. WWE's reigning queen, Charlotte Flair, awaits the winner of this showdown between 2 of WWE's most exciting superstars.
Mandy Rose couldn't have scripted this better, Cole. Bianca Belair and her opponent are both on the rise in WWE, but only one of them will make the leap tonight.
Oh, and back of the elbow. Watch her set up in the corner.
Ooh, well measured.
Ah, look at this.
Heartbreaker. Bianca outthought her there.
Belair gets countered.
Arm wringer applied. Beautiful back kick.
Elbow on the spot. Hard right hand. What are we going to see here? Uh-oh. Spiking DDT.
Oh, that'll send a shock down your spine.
And Belair is being broken down.
Bianca unable to find breathing room.
Reversal on top of reversal. First one missed, second one didn't.
Effective.
Oh,
Foot right to the belly.
she's taking a beating here.
Well, all things considered, Cole, it's not a bad condition to be in at this point in the match.
Downward spiral.
Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. She will now face Charlotte to crown the first ever queen of the ring.
Wait, Charlotte's here right now.
And she's taken out Bianca and her threat to the crown.
Looks like she might have twisted her knee there a little bit.
Is this how a queen behaves, Charlotte? Really? Come on.
Just asserting her dominance, that's all. Let's see what she can do.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Raleigh, North Carolina, Babyface.
As a former MMA cage fighter, she's always in attack mode. This can serve her well in WWE since almost every night of the week is fight night.
Her mixed martial arts background became more dangerous in the hands of Shawn Michaels and Beth Phoenix at the Performance Center.
She is ready for this big match, and she knows everyone backstage will be watching her make an impact. Here comes the queen, the franchise, and the self-proclaimed opportunity.
And from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair!
You know, the WWE Universe, at least many in it, believe that she's been handed title opportunities in main events.
Well, many of those same doubters live in their parents' basements, Cole. I wouldn't necessarily value their opinion. This is Charlotte Flair. This is the queen. This is the opportunity.
So, Byron, from your parents' basement, what do you feel about Charlotte Flair?
First of all, I moved out last week, Michael. And second of all, I do think Charlotte's ego can be a bit out of control at times.
After everything Charlotte Flair has accomplished in her career, her ego is allowed to be as big as it possibly can be.
She's got an amazing robe.
Saxton, how have you not learned by now? You need to open the ropes for the queen.
Corey, haven't you heard? I'm no longer on road duty.
Oh, I didn't get that memo.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first ever Queen of the Ring tournament has all led to this dramatic conclusion.
WWE's self-proclaimed queen is defending her crown against the superstar who is leaping into the finals courtesy of an attack from none other than her opponent, Charlotte Flair.
Only one of these two superstars can walk or live out of this match as official WWE royalty. My advice for the challenger, if you come at the queen, you best not miss.
Dragon screw.
That'll destroy a knee.
No. That kick will stop you in your tracks.
Sweet rolling savate kick.
That offense taking a toll on her. Strikes with a kick. Forced out of the ring.
That was playing with fire and getting burned.
The decision to take such a risk at this juncture is questionable.
A consistent attack being mounted on Flair.
Charlotte trying to withstand this surge. Gets put into the barricade.
And a big boot.
Just continuing to dismantle their opponent. Oh, point of the elbow finds the mark.
Suplex, here it comes. Nicely done.
Re-entering the ring now. The ref still counting, might be a count out. Barely made it back in time.
I didn't think they were going to make it.
She's starting to tire a little.
This is where endurance becomes so important in the late stages of the match.
Neckbreaker. Countering the queen. Places her right in the corner. Oh, that backfired on her.
Ooh, what a forearm. Kick combination. Relentless. Downward spiral.
Can she do it here? 1, 2, 3. There she is, your first ever Queen of the Ring.
She wasn't 100% after Charlotte's attack and yet still managed to win the crown here tonight. Just a gutsy performance overall.
and this has to be a major blow to Charlotte's ego. The self-proclaimed queen now has to share the title with someone who beat her for it in the middle of the ring.
Charlotte's feelings aside, what a night for our new queen of the ring.
With today's technology, I can watch wrestling anywhere. At home, when I'm out, on the toilet. Oh, come on, everyone does it. Shorter matches are best to watch in the bathroom. Otherwise, your legs fall asleep. Anyway, as a favor to me and my circulation, think you can wrap up your next match in 5 minutes or less?
Here we go. She is ready.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Raleigh, North Carolina, Babyface.
This competitor's MMA experience helps her stay focused mentally so she won't get psyched out during a WWE match or freeze up because of the enormity of the WWE Universe.
The WWE Women's Division knows her submissions are frightening and her strikes are fierce.
This is what she's waited for.
Tamina is a scary woman.
And from the Pacific Islands, Tamina!
That is a scary human being. Such an incredible journey for this woman, but she knows a win tonight will take her even further.
And this is a woman that has had a lot of talk around her. A lot of people wondering if the hype around her is warranted.
Yeah, and this is now her opportunity to justify all that hype. An opportunity to show why she's been creating such a buzz.
A win here could do just that.
And then there's Tamina. You know, a popular song once said, "I'm only happy when it rains." Well, Tamina's only happy when there's pain. Pain that she's inflicting upon her opponents.
That is definitely Tamina's MO, Corey. Nobody meaner than Tamina. And she makes that clear with everything she does.
Beautiful arm wringer applied. Dang, so accurate.
Sharp clothesline.
And that's not going to make Tamina happy.
First one missed, second one didn't.
Effective. Oof, that can knock you out. Oh, reminding her that she did not come here.
This could be it. Cover. Rope break. Pin stops.
This is getting intense. Someone check on Saxton.
Oh, step up enziguri.
Tamina gets out of harm's way.
Incoming. Heads outside, but this one has to end in the ring.
She will wisely return to the ring now.
She's taking things to ringside.
She's going up.
Top rope here.
From the top, double axe handle connects.
She might be in some trouble now.
At this stage of the match, they are clearly starting to feel the effects of this back and forth. Wicked kick to the face.
Oh, meet the backside of an elbow.
Look at this. Boom. Nice. Oh, step up enziguri.
Sharp clothesline hits its mark.
Pow, what a shot. Was mounted with punches. And not, oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
Really just laying it in.
Tamina now is being sized up.
Uh-oh. Batten down the hatches.
Thunderous.
Tamina's in crisis mode.
And that'll about do it, folks.
Here is your winner, Babyface.
And that seemed like a pretty easy day at the office right there.
This is what you get when you have complete confidence and control of the situation.